Let's stop and just take a moment to think about the humble traffic light. Most drivers, if you ask them about the traffic light, they just have the impression that traffic lights change periodically. They're on a timer. The timer may in their minds vary at different times of the day, but actually the way traffic lights work is far more complex than that. There's obviously lots of different types and different setups, and even around the world there are slightly different nuances to the traffic light system. And at the end of this video, there's a little tip from my granddad that always causes the lights to change without fail, and you have to let me know how you get on with that particular tip. I know that other countries, and we don't have this in the UK as far as I know, please let me know if I'm wrong, emergency vehicles are able to override traffic lights, so they generally get a green light whenever they're on a main route, and it speeds up their response time. But here in the UK, if you think about management of traffic through a town, it's quite critical and quite important. And have you noticed that when the roads are empty, the lights change in your favour much more quickly than they do when the roads are busy? How does a traffic light know to change it when you approach? We're going to see how the traffic lights are actually able to determine the way the roads are used and which drivers are waiting for the lights to change. There is obviously a basic timed system to allow a duration of traffic through. Now you have to bear in mind that when the light changes to red and then back to green, there is a delay. There is a period of time where no traffic is flowing through the interchange or the junction. And for that reason, town planners tend to go for slightly longer durations to push as many cars through during each potential change. And it may mean you're sitting at a light waiting longer, but overall journey times are reduced because the traffic is flowing more nicely. How do traffic lights know that the roads are empty and you've got cars waiting to speed up the change to green? Well, if you noticed the road surface, there are little triangular or diamond shapes that are cut into the road surface, and you may have just thought that was a bad repair, but they appear all around junctions and through various parts of complex junctions, and they actually have an inductive sensor underneath. They detect metal effectively. As a car moves over them or parks on top of them, they make note that there is a car waiting. And if none of the others have cars waiting, it will prioritize a light change for you. Now, on busier roads, you may get 3 or 4, so it can build up a picture of how many cars are waiting for the lights to change, and that can have a bearing on the change intervals as well. Some lights use motion detectors. You probably see these little cameras at the top of traffic lights, and again, they're just monitoring for motion to give the traffic light system an idea as to who is waiting and how many cars are waiting at any given time. I've seen quite a few people make a mistake at the traffic lights and they pull up short of the first inductive loop, and that really tells the traffic light there's no one waiting in that slot, and in most cases it will just revert to its timed schedule, and you can be waiting a long time. If you're on a particularly isolated side road that's coming onto the junction, you can wait a long time if you've not triggered that inductive sensor. Another trick that people like to do, and you'll have to let me know if this actually works or not, you trigger all of the sensors up to the lights, and providing there's no one behind you, you reverse up and trigger them again, and that will give the traffic light system the false impression that there are more cars waiting, forcing the lights to change more quickly in your direction. Other drivers like to flash their lights, particularly at temporary traffic lights and roadworks, and they're under the impression that this causes them to change more frequently. But the reality is they've got motion detectors, and whether you flash your lights or not at them, they will still detect the motion of an oncoming car. In countries where the emergency vehicles are able to override the traffic light systems, they use an optical signal or a radio signal to just broadcast the route that they're planning to take, and the traffic light will know as they approach, so they can turn the lights to green and stop the flow of traffic in other directions. And that has resulted in a 25% faster response time in busy city areas. Approach the traffic lights and the sensors slowly and steadily, and then stop over them. Don't keep creeping forward. If you are moving or haven't quite made it to the inductive loop, it may make a bad decision with regard to the change, and you may be waiting a lot longer. And a little tip from my granddad, and it always works without fail. Let me know if this works for you. If you're sitting in a car waiting for a traffic light to change, wave at it. And sometimes you do have to wave for quite a while, but the light will always change if you do that. Little secret from Granddad that I've let out of the bag there. Let me know how you get on with that one. If you've enjoyed the video, please boot the like button. If you've not subscribed to the channel, please do so. There's a button there, and I've lined up this video and this playlist that you should find really interesting. Thanks for watching. See you in these next videos.